Welcome back to the Barely News Crew, everyone. I'm your host here, as always, Alexis, and today we bring you one of the absolute most special movie reviews we have ever given you, and that is, of course, one of the biggest films of all time. We knew that before going into it. This is Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Star Wars The Force Awakens is directed by J.J. Abrams and stars Daisy Ridley, Johnny Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, and Mark Hamill. Set 30 years after Return of the Jedi, the film centers on Rey and Finn as they are caught up in the conflict between the First Order and the Resistance. And that's all that I'm giving away. Here's what's important to know. This movie is absolutely amazing. I think everyone's concern going into this movie was the fact that it wasn't going to feel anywhere near what the classic Star Wars films were like. I can unequivocally state that this movie absolutely resurrects the magic that is Star Wars. The characters are all very likable, it's actually kind of insane, and all are used to perfection. Rey is our main character, and she's loyal, determined, and embodies the innocence of a child. Finn is just a great character. He's selfish, kind of a coward, but he's a down-to-earth good guy. Poe Dameron has shades of Han and Luke and is charming as hell. Kylo Ren is simply one of the best villains ever. He really surprised everyone and is far more complicated than he appears to be. As for the returning veterans, each and every one of them were handled exactly the way they should have, and all get their time to shine. Han Solo in particular is such a delight on screen, and his legendary chemistry with Leia is still there. It's like they never left. The humor is very much of our generation. It resembles the style of humor used in the Marvel movies. The cinematography and the visuals are gorgeous and is hands down the best looking Star Wars film. There was this one scene where a lightsaber turned on and I had to look and I thought it was in the actual theater. John Williams brings it as usual with the music. However, I will say it's pretty much the same music that we're only so familiar with. And I will say that the pacing at times was a bit slow, but not for very long. This movie is called The Force Awakens for many reasons. The Force is front and center, and the conflict is constantly surrounding it. And this awakens the Force within us all, and Star Wars is back, and here to stay. Star Wars The Force Awakens is a simple story that mirrors the 1977 classic film, with adding new story elements and emotional moments that adds for an overwhelming cinematic experience. Guys, this is absolutely the biggest movie of our generation, and I recommend every single person to go out and see it. It is not just a Star Wars movie, it is a great film. Please, I beg you, go out and see. This is an absolutely great pleasure to see. And until next time, thank you for watching the Barely News Crew. I'm your host here as always, Alexis, and remember, you're always welcome to the place for all things movie news and reviews, and may the Force be with us all.
Alright, what are we doing? Storm jetting?
Oh, look at all these people. Peter, stop. Peter, stop. Peter, stop.